What's going on, everybody? Making a video of my setup, something I've never done before on the fifth scale trucks. So we'll start with my Baja 5SC. This truck was actually a gift, a birthday gift for my wife. This truck replaced my FS Racing truck, which was a impulse buy and whatever. So this truck is relatively stock. As far as the setup, I am running 30 weight shock oil in the back, 30 weight shock oil in the rear. Oh, sorry, excuse me. 30 weight shock oil up front, 40 weight shock oil in the back. I am running 30,000 weight diff fluid in the back. As far as parts that were changed, I am running a vertical clutch bell and a King Motors clutch bell carrier. The reason why I went with the clutch bell carrier from King Motors is because, honestly, the price. You know, I'd rather, if I can do something a little cheaper, I'll do something a little cheaper. I get things that, you know, need to be done. If I need to pay, I need to pay. Of course, I got the Killer RC kill switch on here, and as you can see, my body has seen much better days. So I'm either going to get another SC body or upgrade to the Kraken body. Haven't decided yet. I have homemade limiting straps. They work very well. As far as tires, I was running Proline trenchers on here, but the type of running that I do with the truck still wasn't getting the traction that I liked. So I want to go with a set of Hostiles, but I ended up going with these King Motor tires because it was $47 for the set. If they work, bonus, that's great. If not, so far they hook very well, and they're doing exactly what the Hostiles did. For beadlock rings, I have Silverback RC beadlock rings. I also changed out to a high-tech, super high torque servo because the stock servo didn't have enough oomph to really pull the brake. For exhaust, I'm running a HPI pipe. I was going to run a Bartolone torpedo pipe. The reason why I got this is I happened to go on eBay one day and some guy was selling it for $27.99. So I said, hell, I didn't really want a rear exit and exhaust, but at 28 bucks, you can't really go wrong. It has great performance, has a great sound. It really wakes up the truck without affecting traction too much, because it's still a lot more, it gives a lot more oomph than with the stock muffler, but you don't hit that power band that you would with like a bigger Victory pipe. Or I can't speak for a Bartolone pipe because I've never ran one. I know the Victories, they really come on at a high RPM. They really, you know, they come up there. That's when they have the most power from mid to high range. Other than that, I also have a set of sand paddles that I picked up. These are by Rovin. I paid $54 for wheel and tires. Do the math. You can't get a set of wheels and tires with beadlock rings for under 90 bucks. So some of you guys might think, hey, that's a good deal. Others like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why are you using clone parts? Well, they work. Would I go out and buy a clone vehicle? No. But would I use their parts? Yeah, some parts are actually pretty good. So, all right. With that said, also, this thing is also bound to my Spectrum radio. I run a DX4S. I am going to be changing to a DX4R. Why the R? Because my 4S has seen better days. It actually got dipped in salt water accidentally a couple of years ago when I was running one of my boats. So now the LCD screen is really starting to screw up, and it's really hard to select through the vehicles. I have about 12 vehicles bound to that controller. Actually, all of my controllers, all of my trucks are bound to that controller, aside from my wife's truck. She has her own remote for that. Moving on, the 5T. Oh, also, sorry, the HPI is also running its stock fuel liner, whatever you want to call it, 26cc engine. The 5T. 5T also is relatively stock. It for center diff, I am running. I tried for about 10 minutes the Team Chase torque dampener to make this full-time four-wheel drive. Didn't like it, so it came out. I'm running 120,000 weight oil in the center diff, to really help put the power down to keep the truck from diffing out. I have 30,000 weight in the back and the stock 7,000 weight in the front. For battery, I have the stock battery in it, but I do have a Killer RC 7200 milliamp LiPo coming for the truck. I have a Team Chase drag link. The reason why I have a Team Chase drag link is because the stock drag link, the bolts only go so far down at the knuckles and eventually they stripped out. The Team Chase, the bolts go all the way through and you can put a lock nut on the backside. Really good design. I run Team Losi 9.7 pound springs in the back and the stock 8.2 pound springs in the front. I run silverback beadlock rings. Why silverback? Because they're a little thicker and they really help hold on the tire. I put on Proline trencher tires from my Baja, so the back tires are a little wider. I am going to get a set of front tires to mount on the back because the wheels aren't quite wide enough to accommodate the wider tire. So you can see that they do try to pull off the rim constantly. And also they're relatively bald if you compare them to the front. Also, as you guys heard, who heard the truck run, I do have a Victory big bore on this thing. When I describe the Victory on the HPI, that's how I know how the Victories come in. You don't really get much more change at low end, you get a little bit more, but this truck really comes to life at mid to high. It's a monster. Everybody's seen the body. Yes, it's a clone body. Believe me, it kills me too that it's not a genuine HPI body. I mean, sorry, a genuine Losi body. I was in the market for a 5T body, and I happened to see this. It was all custom painted, so I bought it. For the price of this body, it was the exact same price as a stock. It was less than a stock clear body. I paid $202, I think it was. Painted to my door, whatever. Some of you guys think I'm mad for running a body like this, but hey, this truck likes to be seen. So it likes to be seen and heard, and the pipe has to get heard, and that lets it get to be seen. Just for a little extra flash, I put a set of LED lights in the front. They are controlled by a turn-G switch, so I can turn them on and off as I see fit. As far as shock oil, I'm running the stock setup, but over the winter this truck will get completely torn apart and everything is going to go through. I am going to be upgrading to the aluminum chassis braces front and back, because obviously you guys see I have to jump this truck and I know those help eliminate flex. So this is pretty much my setup. They're relatively stock. And on a different note, some people say that the 5T is best suited for a racetrack and not for a basher. That's true and not true. It's true because yes, this truck is out of the box. It's ready to be raced. It wants to be raced. That's how its setup is. If you're going to buy this truck to be a basher, you're going to be disappointed and you're going to be not disappointed. You really need an incredibly large field to let this thing loose. You can't just go around a backyard, even if you have a big backyard. I mean, you need a huge field to really let this thing loose. And you guys seen the videos I run. I have a huge field by my house that I can run about 10 minutes away from me, and I have more enough room to let this truck to dance. Either way, whether you do the 5T or the Baja SC, they both need a large area. This one's a little bit more forgiving. You could really throw this thing into a corner. I mean, it depends on how skillful you are with the truck, but it's much easier to control the 5T than the SC. I mean, you really need to control that with a throttle, where the 5T, you can just keep your finger on the loud pedal, or the loud finger, I should say, the remote, and just steer, and just counter steer and let this thing slide and really have fun. as far. What if my choice? What would be the ideal basher? I really can't say. My buddy has a DBXL, and that truck is awesome for bashing. But like I said, I've taken my truck to the track a couple times, and no matter, I think I don't know. I have more fun just racing around with buddies in the backyard, just on the field, just having fun, just like a day of running. I have more fun doing that than as far as a track-based truck. Though the 5T is more set up as a track-based truck. So with that said, these are my trucks. These are the setups, and well, now you guys know. So with that said, later.